What's up, guys? You are watching Gregorio Girls Makeup. If you're new, my name's Shauna and I run this channel with my sister Devin, and in today's video we are doing a full face of nothing new. These are my favorite types of videos. I love to break out old makeup, so if you do too and you want to see how to get this look, just keep on watching. Okay, so getting started, I did already do my eyebrows and I have primed my eyes. So for my eyebrows, I just used the same thing that I always use, my CoverGirl brow pencil and then my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow. And then to set my eyes, I just used my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, and then I set that with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus powder. Now today I feel like I want to do something a little bit more dramatic and a little bit more smoky, so I do want to start with my eyes, and today we are going to use the Morphe 35V palette. Here is what it looks like if you're not familiar, and I think we're just going to kind of play with the blues today. But first I want to kind of mix these two colors just so I have kind of a nice neutral transition, and I'm going to blow that up pretty high close to my brow bone. So we're just going to kind of go for it from here. So I want to dip into this blue matte shade right here. I'm going to take that on a Morphe M513 brush. And I just want to take a light amount on my brush and use very light pressure. And I feel like this is just one of those looks that we're going to have to wait until the end, until it's really going to like come together, hopefully. So hopefully you trust me, hopefully you trust the process, all that good stuff. Then I'm just going to take a clean blending brush and kind of go over that and make sure everything's really well blended, but I don't have any pigment on it just so that the blue doesn't come up too high or anything. I'm not adding any extra. Just really trying to make sure it goes in the crease nicely. So adding more blue and then just kind of focusing that a little bit lower in the crease just so you can see we're starting to deepen it up from this one. So you can kind of see the difference from this one to this one. This one's got a little bit more definition because we're going to focus it just a little bit lower. And just kind of using the side of my brush to drag it out a little bit. And on this side, I really have to kind of keep my brush high. I feel like at this angle, I can kind of go in and get like that right angle. But I have to keep my brush high on my right side just so that it stays even out here. You kind of want to keep your brush high so that it blends well and blends in the right places. And then drag it out a little bit. And then just on a new blending brush, I want to go in with this shade right here, just a little bit of a darker matte blue. And again, really light pressure, and we're just going to focus that deeper. So now I want to flip to the lid shade and then I'll go back and kind of build up the crease from there. So I am going to just take some of the NYX glitter primer and just pop that all over my lids. And then we'll just go in with this blue right here. So I like to start from the bottom and kind of deposit it really close all the way to my lash line and then start bringing it up over my eyelid and then kind of into my crease. Not that I have that much eyelid space. It doesn't take a long time for me to do this. So now I want to go back in. I know this is crazy and I'm hopping around a lot, but just bear with me. So I want to go back in with this dark blue shade just on a smaller blending brush. This is the Morphe M506. And I really want to start blending that kind of over the lines where we put down that lid shade. It's a little weird right here. There's like a little dip that's, I don't know why the colors grabbed here and not right in the middle. So I'm going to kind of ignore that and just see if I can blend over it as I just go through the look a little bit more. So just taking some more of this dark blue shade. I want to grab that on a Morphe M321 brush. And I just kind of started to pack it on the outer corner of my eyes. Alright, so that's all I'm going to do for the eyes for now. I just want to get my base on and see kind of a clean canvas with the eye look and then decide what I want to do from there. So for primer, I do want to use this Pore Minimizing Primer. This is the In Your Prime Pore Minimizing Primer from Flower Beauty, just in my T-zone. And I feel like this primer definitely blurs my pores, but if you're somebody who has bigger pores, I feel like a lot of times you probably have an oily T-zone, like where the pores are big, you might be a little bit more oily. I know that's how I am, and I know that's how a lot of people are. So this doesn't prevent oil, it definitely blurs, but it doesn't mattify you by any means. So I don't always use that, but I just wanted to use it today. And then next I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Luminous Matte Primer for the rest of my face. And this honestly isn't my favorite primer either. It kind of looks like lotion a little bit, and it feels like it doesn't rub into your skin super easily, if that makes sense. Like I kind of feel like, you can see, I kind of feel like I'm pulling at my skin, which I don't love. You don't want to do that. Obviously we don't want to pull at our skin. So next for foundation, I'm going to use the Maybelline Super Stay Foundation. These are the shades 110 and 112. I feel like this one might be a little light, so I'm going to kind of mix the two. And hopefully it matches, because you guys know I am the queen of not matching myself. Wow, look at how like ghostly I look without any bronzer or anything like that on. I like almost look just like an inch away from death, honestly. And then for concealer, you already know I'm going to use the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. So next I'm just going to set my face with my Wet n Wild translucent powder. It's so funny because I don't look that white just looking at myself in the mirror, but I don't know if it's the lights, but in the viewfinder I look literally like a corpse. And I'm trying really hard not to go like tanning or anything this year. I just want to do my fake tans, you know what I mean? And I have a wedding this weekend, so I'm trying to make sure my skin's like super exfoliated and there's not a drop of my old tan left. That's why I am super white. Alright, and then the moment I've been waiting for, hopefully you've been waiting for it too, but we're gonna bronze up our face and bring back some, at least a little bit of color to it. So I'm gonna use the Maybelline City Bronzer. This is in the shade 100. I believe this is their lightest shade. So next I want to just spray my face. I'm going to use the Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray. I want this to help us look way less powdery. And then of course before that fully dries, we're going to go in with some highlighter. So this is the PYT Beauty Highlighter, and this is in the shade Backstage Pass. So we definitely need some blush. We definitely need a little bit more color on the cheeks. So I'm going to go in with this Morphe 9N blush palette. This is like the old packaging from like years ago. But I want to dip into, I think I'll mix these two shades right here. Alright, so flipping back to eyes. So I think I kind of want to lighten up the blue just a little bit, so I am going to dip into my Anastasia Beverly Hills Moonchild Glow Kit, and I think I want to use Blue Ice as kind of like an eyeshadow topper. So I just dipped my finger in, and I'm just going to press that all over my lid just to like lighten it up a little bit so you can see the difference. And I'm bringing it up kind of high so it can kind of just like fade into the crease, kind of make my lid space look a little bit bigger. And then I just want to take these same two shades again. These were the first transition shades that we used, so I'm just going to take them on the same brush that I used beforehand and start smoking them underneath my eyeballs, my lash line, whatever. And then next I'm going to dip into the first blue that we used and just taking that on an Anastasia Beverly Hills brush that comes in their palettes. I really like her brushes for lower lash line for some reason. Then you can just like flip it around and blend it out. And then taking my Morphe M432 brush, I'm just going to take that dark blue shade and just smoke that close to my lash line. So we just want this like really tight in there. I feel like anytime I use this brush, you know, it's because I want it tight to my lashes. Alright, so I curled my lashes and now I'm just going to pop on some of the PYT Beauty mascara. And then for lashes, I am going to use the Kiss Flirty Lashes. These are Devon's, so Devon, I will buy you another pack. I didn't have any dramatic lashes, so I'm sorry. Alright, so lashes are on. So I'm going to go back into the Anastasia Beverly Hills Moonchild Glow Kit, going back into the shade Blue Ice and just popping that on my inner corner and underneath my brow bone. So finishing up with lips. So I'm first going to line my lips with the NYX lip liner. This is in the shade Sugar Glass, and then follow that up with the Maybelline lipstick in the shade Nude Lust. So that about wraps up our full face of Nothing New. I really like these types of videos. I like to be able to use old makeup and just get some good use out of it. You know, we spend our hard-earned money on it, so why not? So if you guys like these types of videos and would like to see more, you know, full faces of old makeup, nothing new type of thing, let us know in the comments down below and give this video a like. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and follow Devon and I on Instagram. I'm at Shauna Greggs and Devon is at DevDevGreggs. And we will see you in our next video.